Back to the charts, Big Boss Crypto, and today we'll once again take a look at Chainlink and why Chainlink is the next trillion-dollar coin. We'll take a look at an interesting Forbes article published recently regarding the 487 trillions of dollars of value that could be brought onto blockchains. And related to this, we'll take a look at the potential value that Chainlink will capture in the upcoming years in all kinds of industries, and also tokenized assets being a big buzzword, and we'll see huge growth in the upcoming years, and also why the biggest banks and institutions like JP Morgan, Swift, and many more work together with Chainlink. So without further ado, let's look at the charts. All right, so the other day, Forbes published this very interesting article that approximately 487 trillions of dollars of value could be brought onto blockchains, and that crypto oracles are the key to bridging the real world with decentralized networks, which is exactly what Chainlink aims to do. So, if you take a brief overview over this article, in short, they explain that oracles are lines of code that connect information in the real world to contracts and other agreements on a blockchain, and that they serve as a bridge between on-chain, which is every interaction that occurs on the blockchain, and off-chain data. And to explain this as easy as possible, that basically you provide through Chainlink's decentralized systems any types of input, which can be, for example, a business agreement. It can be something related to supply chain, transport, sports data, weather data. I mean, all kinds of agreements that we have today, and you process that through Chainlink systems and put that in an agreement, digital agreement in a smart contract, and then it processes through any types of blockchain that is connected to Chainlink systems, which can be such as HBAR, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many, many more. And through these systems, basically, they bridge the gap between the real world and the blockchain world, which without Chainlink, that's not possible. So basically, through the Chainlink's Oracle systems, any types of desired output is basically achievable, which is, like I said before, a business agreement, basically related to supply chain that you have received your package. I mean, money transfer data. I mean, basically all kinds of agreements that exist today. And Chainlink is the key to bridge the gap between the real world and the blockchain world. And the reason we have the blockchain is basically provide reliable data that is not tamper proof. And if we look further into the article, this is exactly what they explain right here. Why do blockchains need oracles? And at the end of the article, they basically say right here that the problem is that decentralized exchanges, for example, have no way to access the current price fee for Bitcoin. So decentralized oracles such as Chainlink can provide the exchange with a price feed and basically provide the reliable data. And it's no coincidence that Forbes mentions Chainlink exactly in this article, as it's basically the solution to the Oracle problem. But then you might ask yourself, I mean, what's the point of even having this system at all? Why can't we just go back to basically the regular system that we have always used since the dawn of humanity, which is basically paper promises? However, if you look back at these just trust us paper promises that we relied on since recorded history, you can't be certain that the other part that you have this agreement with will fulfill on their part, basically. As we've seen, unfortunately, with many Ponzi schemes in history, many bank failures, and basically contractual promises that have been basically worthless, and that's unfortunate. But however, with Chainlink's decentralized Oracle network, it uses something called cryptographic truth, which basically means that all of these contracts are mathematically programmed with lines of code to basically be fulfilled. And in case one part doesn't fulfill their part of the agreement, then basically the other parts will be compensated. And in other words, they will know that the other part beforehand they will know that the other part isn't meeting their demands. And it's no coincidence that Eric Schmidt and basically all of the biggest CEOs in business and in Swift and big institutions and banks think that Chainlink is a revolutionary new evolution in humanity overall when we look at just the agreement part, with basically mathematically guaranteed, uh, basically cryptographic truth will always be superior to just trust those paper promises. And the number 487 trillions of dollars that Forbes mentioned in the article is not clickbait or not misleading in any way. I mean, if you look at this picture published by the Chainlink team a couple of years ago, where they state that the market for trust minimized applications is hundreds of trillions. And as you can see, as of today, the cryptocurrency market is around $1 trillion. and has potential to tap into the gold market, the stock market, global real estate market, and the derivatives market, especially, which is at $1 quadrillion, insurance, global trade, and much, much more. So the potential value that Chainlink will capture through their decentralized systems is basically endless and can live up to that potential in the future. And not only that, if you look at this chart published by the Boston Consulting Group, very smart guys who work there, one of the top consulting firms in the world, they state that tokenization of assets will be at least $16 trillion worth by 2030, which is very conservative, as the best case scenario is $68 trillion, which is huge. As we look into 2023, we're almost $0.6 trillion. So the potential growth in amazing projects like Chainlink is basically endless. And not only that, I mean, if we look at basically high people at Swift, this Jonathan Erfel, who's the strategy director at Swift, he basically has worked together with Chainlink on the proof of concept of basically using Chainlink systems in basically Swift's money transfer system. So this is no random intern. I mean, this is a huge and very influential guy at Swift, where he said that yeah, these two infrastructures, which is Swift and Chainlink's CCIP, which is cross-chain interoperability protocol, that are secure, reliable, scalable, and that can actually work so that you can buy an asset, whatever you want, and you can transact it in whatever country and serve institutions such as BNY Mellon or DTCC to actually do that cross-border. So we have these big people in these companies, such as, for example, JP Morgan, that we see right here, that work together with Chainlink, Swift, huge business CEOs like Eric Schmidt, who basically built Google to what it is today. They are all true believers in Chainlink will and they strongly believe that Chainlink will revolutionize our lives, business, and society. And if you don't believe me, take a look at what Eric Schmidt said himself right here at Chainlink's SmartCon conference last year.
The companies that won in Web 2 were better technology, they put more capital to work, and they moved faster, and they scaled faster. And these are network businesses, so once you get a little bit ahead, it's very hard to catch up to the person ahead of you. And in your case, because you were early and very smart, obviously, you got in there first. So you see it from the standpoint of the person who's ahead. So I think that in Web3, you're going to see the same dynamic, right, of new things entering. And the winners, and I think this is absolutely true of Chainlink, they have better technology, as you said, and it scales better. I'm now speaking as a computer scientist. You've got to get the architecture right so you can go from 10 users to 10 million users.
That's all from me. Thank you so much for your time. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, or leave a dislike if you didn't. Please note that this is not financial or investment advice. This is only for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is Big Boss Crypto, the real of crypto YouTubers. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Big Boss out.